when you got two guys like this in both with that killer attitude, it's going to be a great fight.
Stephen A's question seemed to speak only to the quality of the competition, not also to the business of boxing.
Floyd would be more involved with the fighting aspect. Like, all right, let me come train. Let's train together. Let's do this. Like,
yeah, I think it is. It can come and, bro, I appreciate anything that man even reaching out and all the game that he done gave me so far. That's the goal. Nobody can tell me no different about that dude. So he the GOAT.
Nah, for sure.
Floyd Mayweather and Max Kellerman debate Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney, praising Shakur's elite skill set and calling him future undisputed champion material.
Added the fans with lots of thrills through the years. Excellent top fighter, but not a guy who someone looked at, like you say, maybe Tank has the potential to be #1 pound for pound.
Floyd explains that boxing has many big fights available, but true success depends on professional negotiations and smart agreements outside the ring.
I said before, and I talked about this the other day, as far as so many belts, so many champions, but if we can sit down and come to the table.
Max Kellerman breaks down the matchup in detail, calling it a smart business move with the potential to generate massive pay-per-view revenue.
Following him.
That's what I'm asking. You've been the best at playing the boxing game. When you said TBE, in the ring, someone else can have that. I'm talking about the whole thing. You're right. You've played the boxing game better than anyone. The way you think about it, which is a lot of times the way promoters think about it, is not just in terms of the quality of the athlete. Obviously, Santa Cruz is high quality.
Shakur reveals that Floyd personally contacted him, offering advice on defense, positioning, and techniques to sharpen his overall boxing intelligence.
Guy that's made the most fucking money, Floyd Mayweather.
Yep.
I feel like he be showing you love. Like,
that's my God.
Yeah.
That's my God, bro.
Look, I saw
he called me the other day. He just called me the other day. He called me, what, 2 days ago?
What'd he say?
He had a whole lot to say. I don't like to put it like...
I give me a little something. You ain't got to say the whole shit, but it's Floyd, nigga. You know niggas... He's an idol, Floyd.
One day he was just saying he don't think that I should be the B side of this. Of this upcoming fight. He think I should be the A side. And he really felt strongly about it, but no, it is what it is, bro. I appreciate Floyd. That's my God. I wouldn't even never say nothing bad about Floyd.
Yeah.
But also, bro, A, B, C, D, E. Put me in that ring with that nigga, gang.
Whatever, right? Whatever.
Put me in the ring, bro, and I'm ready to show who I am, bro. So yeah, that's how
Many fans believe Shakur should stop waiting and challenge Devin Haney immediately to prove himself against elite competition without excuses.
If Shakur Stevenson want to keep that momentum and daring to be great, enhancing his greatness, we all know he's motivated and inspired by his mentor, Terrence Bud Crawford, then his next fight should be versus Devin the Dream Haney, moving up to the 147-pound division, because with that victory, he'll become a 5-division world champion, 3-division lineal champion, because I'm sure that Turkey Al Sheikh Ring will put that fight, will put the ring belt on the line, because I believe that Devin Haney is probably the best welterweight at the moment. He'll accomplish all of that by the age of 29. 5-division world champion, 3-division lineal champion. Come on now. Hey, Shakur Stevenson, you the WBO champion, 140-pound division. You could easily petition the WBO to make you the immediate mandatory to Devin the Dream Haney. I think that's the best fight right there. Let me know what y'all think.
Roy Jones Jr. praises Shakur's footwork, speed, and ring strategy, saying his intelligent movement and planning separate him from other fighters.
Strictly just to try to piss Shakur off so that maybe Shakur would come out and try to land a big shot on him. He knew that was his only chance. And I knew that was his only chance. So if Shakur came out and went right at him like that, that would have gave him a chance to try to land something big and lucky. Other than that, he's never had the feet to keep up with a Teofimo. I mean, to keep up with Shakur, because Shakur has some of the best feet in the game, and people don't understand that. What makes it so hard is that his foot game is so on point that he can make you miss this much. Because now, used to be he would jump way back. Now he's not doing that anymore. Now he's just stepping back just enough to make you miss, so he can get what he wants after you miss. That makes him highly dangerous. And to see him improve on that and come bring it to the forefront in the biggest fight of his career is great. But I want to say something.
Mickey Bay speaks calmly about a possible Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney fight, focusing on realistic advantages rather than hype. He believes Devin can move up comfortably and handle the moment with confidence due to his experience on big stages. Bay notes that size is a main concern, as Shakur is naturally smaller but extremely fast and sharp with timing. That speed difference, however, could actually favor Devin, since smaller fighters rely more on movement than power.
So it's like maybe something that Devin can definitely go out up there with ease, only need to deal with the size, but he's probably going to have the speed advantage because he's a smaller guy coming up. So, I mean, you tell me, do you feel like that's going to be harder than the Lomachenko fight?
No. I think Loma would probably be his hardest top 2 or 3 fights in his whole career. I could predict that even going to the end, to say if Devin fight 8, 9, 10 more years, that'd be one of his top 2 or 3 hardest fights because the age that he fought him. Loma was at his very peak. He was at his peak. He was older. He was right there at his top peak.
When comparing opponents, Bay says the Lomachenko fight was far tougher than a potential Stevenson matchup. He explains that Lomachenko faced Devin during his prime with elite skills and veteran instincts, making it one of the hardest tests of Devin's career. While Shakur would still be challenging, Bay feels he lacks the same physical maturity. He also reminds fans that Devin competed at lightweight not long ago, so the size gap should not be overwhelming. Bay praises Devin's mindset, calling him a fighter who seeks greatness and accepts risky fights. He also reveals that Bill Haney asked his opinion on the matchup, and he supported making the fight.
So, no, it won't be as hard as that. But size-wise, yeah, that's a big factor because we saying the dude that was just lightweight a couple years ago. But, Dad wanted to be great. That's just something that's in him. It's only a few dudes like that in boxing right now that really want to do that kind of stuff. So, he got my blessing in making the fight. Like, Bill did ask me about it maybe a few weeks ago. I don't know how much further it got, but he did ask me what I thought. Like, easy work.
Pretty much you can see he's willing to fight anybody. Like, he doesn't really care who he fights.
He'd fight now, too. It ain't we ain't doing no weight class or none of that. Like, now.
Analysts say the growing tension between Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Keyshawn Davis has created one of the most intriguing storylines in the lightweight and junior welterweight divisions. Haney is respected for his discipline, sharp jab, ring IQ, and composure, while Shakur remains confident that his skills will allow him to outbox Haney. Their exchanges have only increased anticipation.
Haney is a tremendous fighter, but obviously he believes in himself and that he will beat Devin Haney. To that, Devin Haney responded, "I believe you're a tremendous fighter, but I'll beat you." And then Devin Haney stated, "Well, I want to fight your little brother, who is Keyshawn Davis, superstar, WBO former lightweight world champion, who called out Devin Haney and stated because he didn't like how Devin Haney treated him when they was younger, when Shakur brought him around, so on and so forth." So Devin Haney said, "You know something? I want to fight Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn, let's make it happen. And then you're the little brother," because Shakur and Keyshawn made it abundantly clear they have no interest in fighting each other because of their relationship, although they're not blood brothers.
The situation becomes more interesting with Haney calling out Keyshawn Davis first. Analysts view this as both a strategic and personal move, as past tension add emotion to the matchup. Since Shakur and Keyshawn are close and unwilling to fight each other, Haney targeting the younger brother creates a layered storyline that can naturally lead to a showdown with Shakur later. From a business perspective, experts note Haney's willingness to negotiate fair terms, with the rehydration clause remaining the main issue. Many agree that skill will ultimately decide everything.
Great storyline. So now Shakur puts up a cryptic message and responds and says, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Well, remember, Devin Haney made an offer when he was at 135 to stay at 135 to fight Shakur. Shakur didn't like the offer, which means Devin Haney's more than willing to make the fight. Devin Haney is saying, if you want to make the fight, his father, trainer, manager, Bill Haney, CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, is saying, we'll make the fight gladly, but we're not doing a 10-pound rehydration clause. So Shakur is saying, be careful what you wish for. Skills pay the bills, as Shakur said. And Shakur said he don't like people putting rehydration clause on people because it handicaps them and you can't get credit. Well, then he says on Najee with Cigar Talk, and Devin Haney's not a unaliver.
Roy Jones Jr. analyzes a possible Devin Haney versus Keyshawn Davis fight, focusing on timing, weight, and readiness. He suggests a catch weight around 143 or 144 pounds to make the fight more balanced, noting that weight management appears to be a factor. Roy believes Devin currently holds the advantage in tools, experience, and ring IQ,